Hello, this is Gerkinman. Welcome to my show called Game Over Gerkinman. We're gonna play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. And we on the Wii U because it's HD. Wind Waker HD. Sorry, I have guests, people who have also played the game to some extent, who would like to introduce themselves. So introduce yourselves.
I'm Water. I play games like this and sometimes make animations. Yes.
That's sick.
I'm Namir, or Jess. I make videos about video games, sometimes, when I feel like it.
Hello everybody, I'm 13. Also, my normal name is Mark. I animate sometimes, do video stuff sometimes, and sit in with Gerkinman to talk about things sometimes, but not all the time.
It's true.
Just this time.
Just this time.
Just this time.
Just this one time. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Gerkinman. This is my channel. I do animations, and I'm just getting into this business of doing video gamey things.
Oh, he's selling out.
I'm selling out because money.
I hated
this shit.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess the first logical question would be, how many people here have not necessarily played Wind Waker HD, but played Wind Waker?
Me.
I played a tiny bit of it, and I've seen some of it played.
Oh,
There you go.
why are you here?
Why? There you
To
go.
get a newbie's
out.
perspective on it. Hey!
Oh,
Okay.
I was joking.
And so how many people here have actually completed the game?
Me.
Nope.
So it's just
No.
two of us. I've completed the game a couple times, and by a couple I mean quite a few times as well. So the grand scheme of things, which I guess is difficult for some of you guys because you haven't all finished it, because Zelda's a big series with a lot of games in it.
Very good series.
Where would you even rank the Wind Waker in like the grand scheme of Zelda-y goodness? In your
Are you
personal
talking
list?
personal, or do
Yeah,
you think like in a general?
Personal list. No one cares about general because everyone has their own mind that they've made.
No, I know, but for me, Wind Waker is like my second favorite Zelda game ever. So pretty highly.
What is your first then?
Link to the Past.
Oh, so there you go.
Everybody who knows me
Good
knows
girl.
that.
Good girl.
I disagree.
I concur with that being the favorite. So for me, I've only played it a little bit. In retrospect, I have more respect for it than I did when it came out. We'll get into that later. I'd probably rank it probably below Majora's Mask and above Zelda 2 at some point.
It is better than the Wand of Gamelon, I guess.
Yeah, just a little bit.
What about you, Dylan?
I don't know. Personally, I only have one really favorite Zelda game, which is Majora's
Is that-
Mask, and
I
all
thought
the
it was
others.
the one on the CDI. I thought
No.
your favorite was the one on the
Oh
CDI.
yeah, that one. No, I almost forgot. Oh,
Faces of or something like that. Yeah.
jeez.
Did the CDI
Oh, boy!
even...
Oh
Did the
boy.
CDI even come out in Australia? I don't know that it did.
No, I don't know.
I'll look into
I never
that
heard
during
of
the
it.
break.
Uh,
Let me write that down.
anyway,
To bomb some dongos.
Always relevant.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but go ahead.
yeah, I pretty much only got one favorite, which is Majora's Mask, and pretty
That's
much all the other
interesting. Why
all
is
the
it...
other Zelda games are pretty much second to that. So I don't really have any other personal favorites except for that one.
What makes Majora's Mask so special amongst the...
Because it's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, that was kind of a stupid question to ask, Dan.
Yeah,
I
well...
really like Majora's Mask.
Yeah, that's right. Because Mark's not a fan. He thinks it's rubbish.
Ow! Ow! Stop throwing stones at me, people! Ow!
Why don't you like Majora's Mask though?
Okay, so while I enjoyed the gameplay of what I did play with it, and I liked the mechanic of the back in time 3 days reset thing, I just felt at the time, and probably still kind of do, that it felt like a cop-out that they reused all of the graphical assets from...
Yeah, but that was
yeah.
the point.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
that
kind
was
of
the point after they came up with it. It was like, hey, how can we reuse this stuff to make a game quickly? And they make an alternate timeline thing.
Well, it was kind of a challenge that they were setting for themselves because firstly, they were gonna remake the whole entire Ocarina of Time game. They were just gonna do that and include some extra stuff. But they're like, you know what? Let's make a whole new game, just using the same kind of elements and stuff. And they did, and it was awesome.
Yeah, and it's just something that always irked. It's something that always irked me though, and whether it's legitimate or not, it's just I don't know, just something that's always bothered me.
Does it bother you in the Pokemon games when they keep having the same Pokemon and they don't just get rid of the old ones?
I haven't played Pokemon since Pokemon Yellow, so I have no opinion.
Wow.
They already did that, though. Black and white.
Yeah.
Right, so welcome to Wind Waker, everyone.
Yeah.
We talk about other Zelda games.
I really want to find somewhere I gotta find online one of those his lobster pajamas. I want an actual...
Oh, I totally, I during the break, I'll send you a website.
Oh, can't you buy one of those from Nintendo Store? Because I remember
Really?
they were having they were advertising them on one of the Nintendo Directs. One of the guys was wearing one of those shirts.
Oh
If
my
not,
God.
Hey,
I know where you can
buy
find
one.
one.
I was just in New York City recently at the Nintendo
Oh yeah,
store.
you went to the Nintendo store.
Yeah.
Did you see Reggie?
I can find one cheaper for you.
I wouldn't doubt there's some sort of fan video game based shirt website would have one anyway, so as they usually do.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't our design, but we kind of made it anyway, a little bit, but you can kind of buy it and give us all the money.
Got
It's a
lobster
good
on
system.
it. Cool.
I just,
Yeah.
yeah. I like though
so
how. Sorry,
Go ahead.
Mark.
Go ahead. I wasn't saying.
Something interesting to note: if nobody's ever beaten this game before, you can play through it a second time, and then you can actually you don't wear that stupid little outfit. Well, I shouldn't say stupid little outfit, but that warm, quote unquote, outfit, as you're going to see coming up here. Whenever they put it on, they're like, "You look kind of warm."
Yeah, it's funny because his pajama shirt has long sleeves too. And long pants. Everyone's just vanished. It's just me on my own. Whoa, welcome back everyone. That was
Sorry
weird.
about that.
That was Skype being a bit odd. Well, Mark's back. Jess,
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Yeah, always. Dylan's back.
good.
That was
Yeah,
weird. What
sorry.
just happened?
My Skype dropped out for a bit.
Yeah, mine did too.
I think everybody did. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Nothing happened.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
What's
It's
that
just,
about?
welcome back, Jess. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just,
thanks.
it was just, yeah, the fact that everyone's like, wow, that outfit sure looks warm, but he was already wearing long sleeves and long pants.
Wasn't he wearing shorts before?
He's wearing shorts.
Okay.
and
Well,
sandals.
shorts.
they were they weren't shorts. They were like capris or like clam diggers or
Clam
long shorts.
Clam
I don't know.
diggers.
There's that's what they call them in. Well, that's what my mom
They're-
calls them.
They're Millhouse's flood pants. Everything's coming up Millhouse.
The house.
That's
Can I
brilliant.
have a timestamp that you guys are at, guys, please?
I'm at
Sure.
8:28.
8:28.
Oh,
so
Jesus,
skip ahead
okay.
a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we didn't stop. Oh, there's the little kid with
Yeah,
the
there's a little
snot
snotty
hanger.
kid. What a cool
That's
guy.
one guy. That's one character I remember from when I played it.
He's just
Yeah.
like a testament to the
It's
to
so
character
hot.
designs of this
Friggin-
game.
That kid freaks me out. Oh, he's so gross.
So does anyone have any particular fond memories of the Wind Wakers?
I
Yeah.
let me start because I had played the least out of all of us. And
Yeah, you'll be the
the one
quickest.
thing that I had noticed was that they put a lot of emphasis onto the wind physics, whether it's part of the gameplay or part of the environment or part of the background. Similar in a way that Super Mario Sunshine came out and was all about water physics, this one seemed to do a lot of things with wind physics, or at least superficially. And that's something that I thought they did really well. Even right now, you can see the characters' hair and the other character's dress, excuse me, is bouncing around and waving in the wind. It's a nice little touch that they added.
Yeah. I do like that. I like the little lines that you see going that show which direction the wind's going in. They're only really subtle.
Just in case you
There.
didn't know.
Just in case you didn't notice.
Because wind's invisible.
That's right.
Except for when you can see it, like right now.
Stylistically, I like it a lot.
Oh, it's like you know, like everything. The theme of this game obviously is wind, right? So every little thing, like every little trees, little bush, the clouds even.
Clouds are different in the HD version, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as cartoony as they were in the original.
Oh, it's a legendary Pokemon.
Yep, Ho-Oh makes his appearance. What about you, Dylan? What are your fun memories since you haven't finished this game either?
I just remember renting this from the video game store place, and no, I didn't rent it from there. I rented it from a video store, and I played it, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, kind of cool. It's a game.
The kids at home, we used to. Oh God. Kids at home, we used to rent games from stores.
Yeah, stores used to have these.
Yeah, it's kind of like how a Redbox that wasn't in a vending machine.
They were called Blockbusters.
But they don't exist anymore. Yes.
Yeah, and the store that I rent stuff from.
Weeks ago.
Video Easy.
I'm not sure if it was. Yeah, I think it was a Video Easy actually. Being a poor kid and having no money, I always used to pay a little bit and be like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you the rest later, no worries." And I never did, so I ended up owing them a lot of money, which I never paid.
And that's why they've got out of business. You single-handedly destroyed Video Easy.
Yes, that was my plan.
How did they? I'm not even going to get into how you managed to get away with that.
Yeah, but they cracked onto it after a while, and it's like, oh no, we can't do that anymore. Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, back to the game itself.
But so I rented this game.
So what is the name of the island that we start on? What is the name of the
Outset Island, because it's where you start your adventure. Jess hasn't told her story yet about...
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about Jess because she's Canadian.
That's rude.
That's racist.
That's...
Mark is racist.
Canadians don't have souls.
My friend owned this game before I did, and she was like, hey, check out this new Zelda game. So I watched her play it a lot, and I was like, okay, I need to play this. And then I didn't have my own GameCube at the time, so I just borrowed my sister's from her a lot, and I'd rent this game a lot. And then eventually I bought my sister's GameCube off of her, bought the game, and oh my god, it's just the amount of times I've played this game. You know, it's great.
Fun memories.
I guess that's one thing that's worth noting too. Is back in the old days. No, not so much that, but I mean, back in the old days when you when Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask, you had to go hire the cartridge. And if you took it back, there's a good chance next time you got it out, your save file would have been deleted. Because this was the GameCube and you used a memory card, you could keep hiring it and keep your progress, which was kind of cool. I didn't own this game until much later in the GameCube's life either, because I didn't get a GameCube until it was a couple of years away from death. But my friend Jim, he had a copy, and we spent a lot of time in his caravan, watching him play through it. I think we spent a weekend at my grandparents and tried to finish it, but we got up to the Triforce quest, and then that was that. That's as far as we got.
That's as far as I got too, so I don't blame you.
Yeah, I rented it a couple of times, and then really later on, I managed to pick it up for cheap. But somehow through all that, I managed to finish it quite a number.
You just killed an old man. Oh my god. Oh, he's okay.
You can't kill that old man. I tried.
I thought you sliced open his back. See, because he's off screen.
Nothing ever cuts open in this game except that shark there on the wall.
Yeah, see, you're gonna use a shark. You're gonna use the sword against sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Gigantic.
That's what they
sharks.
needed in Sharknado was swords.
Oh god.
Swordnado.
Yeah, Sharknado, bring it
Swordnado.
back. Yeah. So, I guess the big. Oh, go on, Mark.
Yeah, look at the size of that spear in the background. It's off screen now, but it's huge. Look at it.
It's a big spear.
This is only his practice spear.
That is huge. I never even noticed that.
That's what he used to kill that shark, obviously.
I used to.
That's not wood. What are you talking about?
That's what he uses when it's serious time.
So So I guess the big thing with this game was that everyone was up in arms when it was first shown off was the graphics.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, everyone remember that controversy?
Mhm.
That was part of the reason I really didn't like it. Not so much that I thought the graphics were bad, as that the art shift went to this cartoony, childish-looking Link. When I was kind of wanting or expecting a more serious tone.
Yeah, it's weird. People often refer to that the Ocarina of Time look and the Twilight Princess look as the realistic Zelda, and every time someone says that, I look at it and I'm like, what? Are you serious? This is realistic here.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I have a much greater appreciation now that I've gotten older and more into animation and art and motion graphics and stuff like that. And I see that is, even though this is an HD re-release, it has aged well. And similar to how what was it, the Super Nintendo one, Link to the Past aged well, because it was really the pinnacle of the sprite games. This is on the same thing.
Disagree with that strongly, but go on.
It's one of the pinnacles, maybe not the top, but it really was at its time something that was really, really good for sprite games and has stayed fresh. It still looks good even today.
It is very clean. I do like its limited palette it has.
Yeah, and this as well as clean, so it's aged well too.
It's weird because this game's 10 years old, still looks great. Twilight Princess, even running on a Dolphin emulator at 1080p, does not look great.
Nope.
I think I've seen Skyward Sword running in 1080p and it looks pretty beautiful.
Yeah, well, they kind of made it like that, so...
Yeah. Doesn't make it a good game, though.
Bright color palette and all that, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So were the shadows and the shading this sharp in the original version?
Yep.
Or is this just an HD?
No, they were this sharp.
Sharp.
Something they did in this re-release, which I didn't like so much, was the fact they actually softened a lot of the lighting and shadows. Which kind of is at odds against its style. But, it doesn't bother me that much.
Blur everything together so it looks so nice and seamless.
Yeah. So good.
Why didn't they bring swords?
Because they were dropped by birds.
No one ever brings swords. You don't bring a sword to a stick fight. No. They didn't have anything. You're right. They have sticks later on. So aside from the graphics, which was like, the rendering this was a new way, there was also the art direction itself as far as the really limited textures, really stylized textures. The character design's been all squat and...
You know what I just realized about the character design? They look exactly like Xbox avatars and Mii's.
They don't look anything like Xbox avatars or Mii's.
Oh,
both of those things look like crap, and these look good.
How like the facial expressions are done and things like that. Not
the facial expressions
wise, but this is like 10 years before what is now one of the normal things that we express ourselves in through video games.
Well,
it's just look at that.
It's one of the easy things to do. You just put a texture on their face and just change it whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, look at these cutscenes. Remember with the cutscenes in Ocarina and Majora's Mask? They weren't all that amazingly well directed, but they learnt a lot. I don't know if it was because of the limitations of the 64 as far as using a camera goes, or if it was just no one knew how to do that.
I think it was just it was one of the first games that Nintendo did that they really did that. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, Super Mario 64 didn't really have any cutscenes, and Ocarina of Time was built on the same engine.
Yeah.
Actually, Star Fox was built on the same engine too. Jess has vanished again.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
There's a cliff there. Oh god.
That nice little piece of first camera. Actually, I like the way his eyebrows too go over his hair, even though they're...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a pet peeve about that. I hate when people draw characters and they draw the eyes and eyebrows outside of the hair.
See, I draw the eyes under the hair, but
why'd you do that?
Big old
I don't mind
anime.
the eyebrows. Yeah, I don't mind the eyebrows, but the eyes are like, no, that's not how hair works.
Eyes bother me. Eyebrows I'm totally cool with, because eyebrows you need to be expressive, and if hair's covering that, then the characters can't express themselves. But eyes just look weird when they do it. I agree.
Although that dude with the bandana doesn't have eyebrows.
He just doesn't have eyebrows.
They're underneath the bandana.
That guy's got two
I'm
sets of
a bird,
eyebrows.
Squawk.
I like his chest hair, how it's like or is it a tattoo? I like to imagine it's
I'm
chest
assuming it's
hair.
a tattoo.
I want to believe it's chest hair.
Well,
he's
then
like
again,
a
you
strong
can't
man.
see his hair, so his hair could be any color you want.
That's true. I use my
He
imagination.
he could be completely bald, like hairless all over, like a chihuahua.
Oh god.
Hairless chihuahuas are the worst kind of chihuahuas.
Don't say that to the pirate dude. He'll get mad.
Actually, I like his stance. He's just got his arms out. It's just what it like is doing a gorilla impression or something. That's how Donkey Kong
That's
stands
just
around.
meant to be because he's like big, beefy,
Yeah,
dumb guy. You
That's
know
why
what
I
mean?
imagine that's
And the other
chest
guy
hair.
down there, the next guy is a small, like Ratfink kind of looking dude
Ratfink.
with the buck teeth and everything.
He doesn't look anything like Ratfink.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, he looks like a rat.
He does look like a rat. He is very.
You can't see him in this shot because he's blocked directly behind.
He's so
Link's
small,
hat.
he's being blocked by Link's giant head.
It's true. So something that's probably worth bringing up too is Tetra. Tetra was a big deal back in the day.
Oh,
Because it was like, Link's not saving the princess. He's hanging out before it was made obvious who Tetra was. Spoilers!
Yeah.
She's Princess Zelda. And that was like a big
Aw,
marketing push, was the like, you're not out to save the princess, you're out to save your sister, and you're going on an
That's-
adventure with
that's
this pirate
kinda like-
lady.
That's kind of like what made Wind Waker, the Game Boy one. Link's Awakening was kind of like, it has nothing to do with Zelda, although it's called. No, it was just called Link's Awakening. It wasn't even called Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
No, it was
just
Legend of Zelda Link's
right?
Awakening.
Yeah.
But Zelda, okay, but Zelda wasn't in it.
Yeah, but that
So
doesn't
Stop
matter.
throwing rocks at your mom.
That's not my mom. What? I don't know who
Okay,
that girl
just
is.
throw
She
rocks
just
for
lives
it.
on the island.
there's some
There's
chick that
okay,
hangs
there's
outside
like-
your house.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
always
there
looking through
are
our
6
windows.
people on the island. I don't think there are more than 2 families here.
It's a big deal when you're leaving an island with 6 people, and that's all they know.
Actually, technically, there's the family with the 2 snot kids
Oh yeah.
and the lady that takes 2, and then there's those 2 old men. They're brothers, and then the one that's on the top floor is actually the girl that Dan threw the rocks at. That's his daughter. Is like the really creepy one.
Oh, that's the creepy guy's daughter. Okay.
You're upsetting the natural order of how the families reproduce by leaving. I mean, it's just you have to think about it. There's 6 people here,
Link
and
can
gotta
come
have
back.
families. And
Link's too young to be of any use to anyone at this stage. Oh, look at that. He hasn't got a shield. That's funny.
Except he does.
That's cute. I like little things like that. They don't do that anymore. They
No.
sucked all the personality out of the series.
It's gonna be cool and edgy
Yeah, that's what the
Well,
kids
they-
want.
and brooding and dark.
Kids hate personality.
And Zelda has to be that cute girl that you might have a crush on, who also might have a crush on you.
Yeah, that's for the nerd.
That's
That's, for
totally
the
what it
nerd
is.
boys at home.
Yep.
When does Link get a gun? I just want to shoot stuff.
Give it time. No, I don't think it'll ever happen.
Boom.
I do hope that one day there will be some kind of steampunk Zelda, and there will be. Remember when Fable brought in guns? That was cool.
Yeah,
No,
but that's
I never
kind
played
of
any.
historical, kinda.
Yeah, but I mean, it worked. It was a fantasy setting with guns in it. It's still the original setting.
Zelda was inspired by Miyamoto's
Childhood.
childhood of exploring caves or something like that. That's what the main inspiration was.
Miyamoto's actually really, really old. He doesn't look it.
It's
hella old.
standards.
Oh, look at that book of
the
physics.
set and
I like the crab waving in the background.
Yeah, the little waving crab's cute. He's waving the wrong way, but he's trying.
Bring back news.
It's so
We
sad.
don't have internets. What's an internet?
Has anyone seen any of those little 3D shorts on the
You-
3DS that built in this engine?
No.
No? Okay.
You should check it out, maybe.
They're
My
not available in
house.
Australia. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's it. Link's going. We're going on an adventure. Look how smug Tetra is there. That smile always looked awkward to me. I don't know why in that shot it just looks
It's
weird.
just cheeky.
No, it's like there's something about it, the angle or something that the camera's at. It makes it look odd. It bothers me. I'm bothered by stupid things. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this first episode of this Wind Waker playthrough. Thank you, Jess.
No problem.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Dylan.
You're
and,
welcome.
Join us next week as we invade Ganon's dungeons.
It's gonna be an
Spoilers.
invasion.
Spoilers.
Nation of Pie.